HelloViewing.com. This is Orlando, CEO, and we are live from Houston, Texas. I'm gonna do a quick sound check just to make sure everything's okay. And we are live. Perfect. Sound check has been done, and we are live and ready to go with lesson 4 of 10. It's incredible how quick time goes by, and as you can see, 3 lessons about how to get hired by the major web hosting companies can teach you quite a bit. And it's about understanding and feel comfortable with the topic and the lessons that you are sharing with others. So to start with, I always teach people that whenever they do a live event, one of the things you want to do is share that event. What happens when you share an event, it produces more spreading of the event to others, because even though you might have 70,000 likes on a Facebook page, the way that Facebook operates is based on the interest that is shown to an event or something that is being broadcast live. That's how they spread the word. So it's always a good practice, at least for people to share the conversation via Facebook or any other medium, but basically Facebook. So today I'm going to share that publicly on my personal page. Now that I have done that, let's get to the lesson. We are joined today by our 2 faithful students who are looking to get that certification and that certificate from Viewin, stating that they have successfully passed this course, and they're doing a fantastic job. But I want to dive right into this course today, and start off with some of the topics that we have been addressing. Now, I will ask for you guys that for Manuel and for Christina to go ahead and tell me some of the areas that we have been studying these last 3 days.
Well, do I begin?
Sure.
Yes. We have been studying how to utilize or to initiate cPanel, and how to have an account in cPanel, and through the cPanel how to set up a website through WordPress. And well, we have been learning how to put the IP addresses in the register and upgrade them and change them. And something that it was pending from the second class is that we were going to go a little more in depth with PHP, MyAdmin, and MySQL. And well, we know how to access cPanel through secure and unsecure forms, and also as we learn that we can access the WHM in secure or in an insecure form. And well, we have visited the WordPress, and we know the interface, but that's all.
Perfect. Christina, can you add anything else that you can think of to this list?
Yes, sir. Whenever you start a website from scratch, we learned how to back it up. I pretty much went through all my notes while he was explaining what we've done. He's pretty much covered most of them.
Okay. So today we're going to pick up on that knowledge that we have started working with, and we're going to dive right in. Now, we started working on a site called Saved Love, and yesterday on the first day, I think we went ahead and install the WordPress. And then we also remember a key note that you guys forgot to leave out was that we learned how to point the name servers to, you know, the website. Otherwise, nothing would be working. So let's go to saved love. And as you guys remember, we got a web page that came up. This is what it was installed from the initially. And so what we're going to do is access the dashboard for this, the admin panel. How do I access the admin panel to my saved love interface?
To the domain, and then / WP-admin.
So through the domain and / WP-admin. Okay. WP-admin. All right, perfect. And there we go. We are now inside of WordPress, and I'll go ahead and open another browser in here, and this browser is going to serve as a verification of what it is that we have here. Now, the next point is most people are not going to be happy with this specific theme, right? And in order to move forward, people are going to want to add a different theme. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be making this site look a little more beautiful. Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. So today's lesson is going to be diving a little bit more into WordPress, figuring it out, and how to install a theme. This is going to be very important because it's going to give you a very good understanding of how to make something look pretty, or even modify a little bit of it if needed to. Later on, we're going to actually have a little challenge for you guys. So let's start with adding a theme to this specific WordPress installation. So we go into our dashboard, and you have different like tools around your left hand side. And so I'm going to share this screen with you, okay?
Yes.
Hopefully it won't knock you guys out as we are teaching, as I'm sharing this screen with you guys. There we go.
I hope not.
I hope not either. Okay. Now you guys are seeing the same thing that I am seeing, okay? So you guys see all these little tabs on the left hand side?
Yes.
This is essentially what you need to really know in order to navigate around WordPress. A lot of the options are here, but we're going to go to appearances, or appearance. And in appearance, you're going to have different options. You see themes, customize, widgets, menu, headers, and editor. For today, we're going to concentrate on themes, okay? So these right here are all themes. If I click on activate either one of these, that's the one that's going to be live to the public. But as you guys can see, these themes are ugly, right? Okay. Well, I mean, you know, they're okay. They're just not that appealing. So what you want to do is either purchase a theme or find places that offer good themes. And it's not easy to know good places that offer good themes. So I'm going to show you a place that I feel comfortable with. I've been using this company for a long time. And the thing I like about them is they have one free theme or actually they have a few free themes that you can actually utilize and manipulate and all that. And their framework is pretty simple. So it's themify.me, okay? And here in Google, you can just put Themify, and then you'll see that is drag and drop WordPress themes. And so you just click on it, and you'll see some premium themes. And some of them are going to be free, some of them are going to be paid. You just go through them and figure out which ones are the ones that you want. Now, I specifically have an account with them, and so but for this course, I want to go ahead and concentrate perhaps on one of the free themes. And let's see if I can identify it. Otherwise, I'll just get one of them. But looking at these themes, let's see. I think I can find one really quickly that's free out of all of them. Maybe I passed it. Anyhow, since I already have an account with them, instead of looking for the free one, why don't we just choose? Okay, here's one. This one here at Themify iTheme 2 is a free theme, and we can go ahead and install that. So let me go ahead and click on it and see how it says one free bonus theme, whatever. But this one is a free theme that they offer, and most importantly for me is the framework that they have. Let's see, download, free theme, no support. That's what we want, okay?
Yeah.
And my download has begun. Okay, it is now downloaded on my end, and it's gonna be under downloads. I have a lot of downloads, but here we go. Now, what we want to do is go back to appearance, and then add new, okay?
Yeah.
You add new, and here you get to upload theme. So click on upload theme, file, choose file, and it's gonna be under your downloads. Here it is, themify2.zip. You wanna click on the .zip. You don't wanna click on the unzip one, okay? Click on the zip one, and then click open, and then click install now. Okay, install theme installed successfully. Now the next point is to actually, let me show you something. If I go to savedlove.com, what do you see?
The basic.
The same theme. But if I go back, if I go back to the one that I had, now I'm gonna click on activate. Okay. And if I go ahead and refresh, now what do you see?
The new theme.
The new theme. It's that easy. Now
Yeah.
I have the option. I have the option of importing the demo content if I wanted to. This could come in handy if you're not very familiar with, you know, any of this, and it can just make the theme look like the one that you saw. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Do you guys want me to import it, or do you guys want us to just do it from scratch and do our own thing?
Well, that's importing, better importing.
Okay, Christina, what do you prefer?
Might as well import it.
Oh, you guys want to go the easy route.
Okay. One thing that it has, the savedlove.com, is that the domain is saved with D, like David, and in the title that it is in the website is just save with no D.
Oh, somebody's learning. Somebody's
Well,
learning.
I was watching it, and it's save love, and the other is saved love.
Good observation. And if you guys look a little bit at the let's see, I'll bring it down a little bit so you can look. Hold on. Okay, so here we go. So if you guys look at the tabs, you'll see that save love, it's misspelled, and that's a great observation. Now, we went ahead and imported the content of the theme, and here we go. Now you got content. Now, the question is, how do I edit this? How do I edit this page that I am now seeing? I went ahead and stretched it out a little bit more because it was showing me.
Apparently, it's very easy. Then I guess double clicking in every one of the parts of the site, and it's going to give you an opportunity. For example, in the very top of the title, that it says "Save Love." If you double click, for sure you can edit it.
Okay, so I want to take you guys through this theme and make some modifications. Okay. The first thing that I want you guys to see is, now, why would this be important for you to know when helping a customer out?
In case they want to change something, you can help them do it.
In case they want to make a modification. Now, remember what I told you guys. To learn how to design takes a lot of time and a lot of practice, right? Mm-hmm. It's very important for you as an agent to understand this. So when you are recommending something to a customer, you're not just saying, you know what, it's going to take you a long time to learn how to do this. You actually have some basic knowledge on what it takes. And that's why it's important for me to teach, to go ahead and teach you and show you exactly what it entails for you to understand and learn all this. So now, let me go ahead and take you through this modification. We're going to make this look nice today, okay? So let's start by messing with this title. Where do you think I can go ahead and mess with this title that says "Saved Love" or "Save Love"? Where would that modification be made? Okay, great answer. Great answer.
I don't know the program. Huh?
All right, great answer. So there's a few. There's really one area where you're gonna go and make those modifications, and unfortunately, I have. There we go. So settings. When you go to settings, this is not where we're gonna make that specific modification, but if you go to settings, see where it says "Save Love."
Yeah.
Okay. So you click on, you put basically saved and then space it out. And this is the tagline that we put in there, and we'll see that in a minute. Right now, see where it says "Save Love" and that little love right here?
Yeah.
Love is amazing.
You haven't saved, and it is not.
Love is amazing. Okay, so that is one thing that you want to do. If you want to modify it, you go to settings and you go to general settings, and that's where you can modify the main portion of this tab that we're seeing here that says "Saved Love." And so you can make a few modifications here. You can modify the format of the date that you want to appear for your theme, the time format, then when does the week start on, and the site language, and just click saved. And then let's refresh this.
Yeah.
What do you guys see up there on the top?
Yeah, they changed the title. They corrected it.
That's amazing, because a lot of people don't actually know how to do that, and
wow.
You guys now know how to do that.
Well, I know how to do that in scripting, but I need to learn the program.
So, but wasn't that simple and easy?
Yeah.
Okay. That is a point, to make it simple, easy, and effective. So let's get back. Now that we have made that little modification, and you also see on the title here, "Save Love," and then "Love is amazing." Now there's this background. Does this really go with what we're talking about? Because this purplish background, do you guys like it or do you want to change it?
Let's change it.
You guys want to change it?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. We'll do that. And we'll do a few of those things. But before I do that, I want to show you something else. Right here. Every time you see these right here, those are called pages.
Navigation bar. Yeah.
Yep, those are called pages inside of this content management system. This is the navigation bar, but those are all pages that you guys can modify. If somebody says, look, hey, I'm looking to modify one of my pages, and so they are like, okay, you're going to ask yourself, where do I go to modify a page in WordPress? Well, it's very simple. You go ahead and go to your left hand side and you see this area that says pages, and you click on it. And let's say you want to modify a main page. Okay, let's say give me one page that you would want to modify, Christina.
Sample page.
Sample page. Okay, so what I would suggest you do is go here and put sample. Depending on how many pages it has, and see this?
There it is.
There's your sample page, and all you got to do is click on edit, and what about if we wanted to rename this page from sample page to something else like, let's say, massive love. Okay. So you click there and you update it. And now let's refresh this. See that? It's now massive love. Now, what do you see right here?
Oh, that's not changed. You have to modify that.
Yeah, and so when you're doing a website, not having all the pages match up, like right here it says massive love, and then you look over there in your link, it is showing sample page. That's not good. People don't want that. So WordPress makes it easy for you to do that. Click on edit, and then put here massive love. And one thing that you don't have to capitalize it, by the way. Massive love, and then press OK, and then update. Okay, and then we go here and we refresh. Now the reason that sample page is coming up still here is because we're still in there. We didn't leave it. But look at what it says now. 404, page not found. What that means is this page doesn't exist anymore. Sample page does not exist anymore. However, massive love does. So if you guys get an error that says 404, what does that mean?
That the page is not existent.
So write that down. 404 means that a page does not exist. And you see how easily this could happen. For example, if you get a client that comes in and says, hey, I had a page and, it was fine, and now it's showing a 404. You ask, did you delete anything? Did you make any modifications, And you can check easily whether that page is there or not. So I just wanted to show you guys what happens if you do something like that. So let's go back into our editor here. And you notice that the content that is right here is all right here. All right. So this content doesn't really, work for what we're doing. So let's delete it and let's update again. So we go back to our sample page here, massive love, and look at that. All right. So now we have an empty page. Okay. Now that doesn't look too good, right?
Of course not.
Do you guys like this layout, by the way, or do you guys think it's a little too much?
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
fine.
Looks fine. Okay. Um, now, the next step that we want to do is go ahead and modify this page, add a little bit more of a click to it. Now, this specific builder, and not all builders have this. This is very unique to this builder. They have something called, they have a custom builder, and you click on Themify Builder, and it gives you some spaces where you can do different things through widgets. So if you click on this, on the button, on the plus button, it lists you add galleries, features, icons, images, and a lot of different things to your web page. So if I wanted to add text, okay, let's go ahead and start with that. Let's click on this widget and drag it over, and see now this is where I would put my my text. So
Can I ask you a question? Is these tools are in WordPress or in the theme that you download?
no, this tools that I'm showing you, this one specifically is a part of that suite that we uploaded. It's part of the framework for Themify. It's not part of the.
Okay.
It utilizes the WordPress interface, but the tool itself is specific to Themify.
Okay.
So that's one thing that I want you guys to understand. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So love, we're gonna go ahead and get the definition for love. What is love? An intense feeling of deep affection. So
It's a word that all the civilization through more than 2,000 years have been trying to describe.
okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add this to our paragraph here. Okay, and as you can see, this didn't transition well, did it?
No.
No. Let's go ahead and save it to see how it looks. Okay. Save. All right. So now let's look at this.
Oh. Yeah.
That looks awful, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Good. Now we have challenges. But the point is now. Okay. The point is, you see how the words actually got transitioned into our website, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanted to write poetry and it just go technically. Okay.
All right. All right. So that's our that's how you would get something modified inside of WordPress. You go to the page. There's going to be different options and tools, most likely. In this case, we're using a tool that allows you to input your words. Now, there might be an easier way to get rid of all this stuff. However, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to delete it the old traditional way. Now you could go, there's another part here that you can utilize to get rid of this. There you go. And that's by clicking on text, and then you can go through the different divs and actually modify it there. But in the sake of saving time, I'm not gonna do that. And so, like, if I wanted to make this a little less space and all that. I can modify it here. Not bad. I mean, you know, it's not gonna look beautiful like it should, but it's still not gonna be terrible. Anyhow, let's save this. And the point here is that I'm showing you that if you make a modification here, it also reflects it on the real website that's live to the public. Does look a little better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Now, if I wanted to add a photo, okay? So I'm gonna be very careful because I'm gonna go to images now, and I'm hoping that I don't get any kind of bad images. Okay, cool. .png. All right, so let's choose a heart to represent our massive love. Oh, I like this one, this tree. Which one do you guys like?
The tree was okay.
Okay, actually, let's go to a place that allows for us to use these images royalty free. It's called Pixabay, and let's go ahead and put love. Okay, there's different. Maybe I should put heart, right?
Yeah.
You put the word love with some hearts, and it was nice.
Yeah. You guys see anything that catches your attention?
You pass it.
Look at this teddy bear. I like it.
That's cute. I like it.
You like this one, Manuel?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go here and click on it and download. I'm gonna keep it to 1920 now. It's too big. I'm gonna keep it to maybe even this one's too big. This one's fine. Download.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna insert this image into my website now. Now again, depending on the builder that you're using, they have different options. So how do I add a widget to this to my posts using this specific builder?
Is it a
I don't know because
Okay.
I am a little not confused, but I don't know which one in reality gives you the opportunity, or WordPress or the Theme5
Okay. Let's
software.
let's make it simple. Okay.
Uh-huh.
It's right here. This plus. This plus right here. You click on it, and it gives you these widgets
Uh-huh.
on the left hand side. And
So
so
the image.
let's go ahead and make this image be under that. Okay. Then you click on upload.
Yeah.
Yeah, upload. Did I click on it? Did I click on it? There you go. And there you go. There's my upload. And let's go ahead and click save. Save. And then if I click save, what's going to happen when I go here?
it won't change until you refresh it.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see. I refreshed it. What happened?
No, it's because you haven't inserted it in the.
I
in
did.
the text.
I did insert it.
Oh.
Absolutely, it was inserted.
Did you choose update?
I did not. There you go. So you can save it in here, but if you don't update it, it won't publish. So check that out.
There we go.
There is our bear. Now, you guys have now basically created a page from scratch with a beautiful bear with some definitions of love, and there you go. So that page has now content on it. Okay.
Mhm.
Now that we know how to update a page, I'm gonna go ahead and do one more page. That way we can have that that knowledge. But before I do that, I'm gonna do something crazy, guys. I'm gonna do something very crazy, and I am going to exit, log out. Now, here's my problem. I don't remember my username, and I do not remember whatsoever the password. What do I do in this case?
Well, yesterday we went to cPanel, and through cPanel and MySQL, we resetted the.
MySQL?
Uh-huh.
PHP my admin.
PHP my admin, okay.
Sorry, my PHP my admin.
Okay,
Sorry.
we went through PHP my admin, and then what did we do?
We hit the plus sign on Save Love
Okay,
and users.
okay,
Bot.
uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
And then it says the passwords, no? Indexes? No.
hit edit your
Okay.
password, right?
There you go, edit. Now what?
User pass. It
And
was.
then
Now, to begin with, here's the username,
yeah.
and then to reset my password, what do I do?
You just type MD5 in the left side,
MD5, okay?
and then you erase the password that is already there, and then put a new one.
And put go.
Put a new one, whatever you want to do. You can put a simple one and later on change it, or you can put a very complicated one, and it is going, when you save it, you know what password are you put in, and then you can use it to log in to
All right.
to the.
So the point is, you can click by clicking go, you can reset it. All right. So that's basically it. Now, because I still remember it, and I don't want to go through that. It's viewing you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I remember the password. So let me try it. I don't remember the password, so let me reset it. And but the great thing about the great thing today, guys, is that you remember how to do this.
Yeah.
And
Put saved love 4321.
I am not gonna do that because we're gonna get a lot of spamming going into this. Give me a second here, and I am doing that update on PHP my admin. Now I can go back, you and you. And we're back in.
Yes.
All right, that's the power of actually understanding how to do something and trying to guess it when the customer is trying to get a resolution. When you're knowledgeable about a product or a situation, you're able to make a better recommendation to the customer. As we saw today, when it comes to learning a new tool, it's easy to follow along with a somebody that's knowledgeable. However, if you have to train somebody, or somebody has to train themselves to do something that they had never done before, it only gets complicated and discourages people. The discouragement is the part that we're trying to avoid with clients, and that's why when a client comes in and they're talking about, I need to make a modification inside of WordPress, or this is happening, you take time to understand their needs, and when you understand their needs, you can make a recommendation and say, I see that you're off to a start. You already updated your, you already installed WordPress. You got several options here that you can take, but the main point that you want to make after you educate them is that there's a better way of doing this, and you guide them to that path. And if you're the expert and people believe in your word and what you're doing, then they're gonna be more susceptible to your suggestions. And what that it is to get them to allow a professional to build their website for them. Most hosting companies and most people that are in this business, they have a department that typically, will be able to build the client a website in a very professional website. And what that's going to do is going to reduce the level of discouragement, because when somebody doesn't figure out how to build a website, they get discouraged, and that's what you're trying to avoid as an agent. Okay, you can fix an issue, not a problem, but let that be your tool to help guide them, because they'll see you as that very knowledgeable expert. So let's continue building our WordPress from scratch. Okay, so once again, let's go to saved love. And how do we get to this page? See, this is the home page. If we wanted to modify this home page, how do we do that?
You go to the left and go to pages.
Okay. So you go to the left and go to pages. But okay, so here's my tab, okay? My home tab.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have anything called, it doesn't have a name.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the name that I'm looking for? How am I going to find the page?
Well, you show earlier just a menu that it was showing
Okay.
the pages.
I'm here. Is it contact?
Uh-huh.
Is it gallery? Is it layout? Is it? Let's see. There's a little bit more. Is it layout? Which page is it? Is it Master Love? Is it shortcuts? Which page is it?
Is the index or is the main page?
This is WordPress. This is not your traditional setup as HTML. HTML will have an index page, but here, if you're looking for this, if your customer calls you and says, "Hey, I cannot find my home page. How do I modify it?"
Mm-hmm.
You see the dilemma, right? There's no name to guide you. Here, you got contact, gallery, layout, master love, and all of these other options, but you don't have necessarily a page that will guide you. And this is the point. I don't want you guys guessing on how to, find this. So why don't we go inside our WordPress again? And as you can see, there's nothing here. Now, there is a little cool thing that I want to show you is under reading, okay? Reading settings. This allows you to do the following. It allows you to set how you want your homepage to display. Now, see this where it says the latest post? That's not the pages. That is up here, these posts. So anytime that you add a post to your WordPress site, here are those posts. If you go to your main page, you see Hello World. Hello World. Shop on the run. Shop on the run. So these are posts, not pages. But if your customer doesn't want their latest post to show up here, what you want to do is, again, go to your settings and go to reading, and click on a static page. Okay, that means that it's going to be an actual page, not your post. the front page will be, you can do any page you want. This is where it will land every single time. Okay, so let's say we want Massive Love to be our home page. So we set it to that specific page. And then we just click on Save Changes. And now we go to here and let's click on our home button. And guess what?
It's going to be Massive Love. Okay.
Massive Love is now our home page. Wasn't that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you have, what have you learned so far? Let me review because I want to make sure that I'm not going too fast with this specific lesson because it's in depth, but it's very unique to understanding WordPress. Give me a little bit of your thoughts on what you have learned so far.
We are getting introduced to the interface of WordPress, and then, well, as I mentioned in the beginning, I haven't had experience in the new WordPress. I tried it several years ago, but it was not like this. Then, for sure, there are many commands and many resources that we need to study and learn. But at the very beginning, it looks very easy.
But I want you to go straight to some of the things we learned, though. What have you learned so far in terms of the different aspects of working with WordPress and specific things that we have learned today?
Well, that we can work through a template, and we can look for a template and install the template, and going from there and change pages and change the main page or the page that is going to appear in the first instance, and install some gadgets, change some text, insert images.
Perfect. Christina, what have you gathered from today's demonstration?
Well, what he said, plus we learned that if it says 404 does not exist, we learned how to edit the title of page, I believe.
Anything else you can think of? All right. So we're gonna head back and look real quick. Just do a quick review on what we have been able to accomplish today. And I won't teach you anything new, but I do want to review some of the things that I want you to remember. Okay. If you want to, add more pages here, it's very simple. Okay. If you wanted to add more pages, all you do is go to Pages and Add New. And then let's say you wanted a Teddy Love. And you just want to add this page. See how it automatically provide you that permalink with Teddy Love there? You guys are not seeing that. Let me share my apologies. Okay, there we go. And here, so what I did was I went to Pages and Add New Pages, and this came up. And then I put Teddy Love here, and then when I put that, it gave me the permalink for it right here. And then now that I click, I'm leaving it at no parent. That means that it's going to be a main page. So I'm going to publish that right now. And so I go to Save Love. And guess what? See that? Teddy Love is now there. So what about if we wanted to add another page? So we do the same thing. We just click on Add New Page, and we'll put Baby Love. Baby Love, and see, it creates that permalink for you. and then just click publish. And now you refresh, and look at that. Baby love is all the way over here. So as you can see, by creating pages, you can actually add new content to your menu navigation bar up here. And so your project is starting to take personality. And by doing that, go ahead.
I have a question. This navigation bar in the top is internal for administration of the web page, or is going to appear in the web page?
No, this that you're seeing here is live. This is appearing on the web page.
Ah, okay.
This is the live page right here. Every
Okay.
time I go here, I'm refreshing it, and it gives me the live page. So
Okay.
now, one last thing that I'm gonna do real quick. I'm gonna go to Google right now because I want to introduce a new factor. Okay. And again, here I'm gonna put this web page, savedlove.com. Okay.
Yep.
Enter. Do you see it anywhere on Google?
No.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Well, because it doesn't
It's not indexed yet.
it's not indexed yet.
Okay. I'm going to go here to images about this and see if anything comes up from Google. And nothing comes up that is relevant to this web page. However, I want to see if this web page. But one thing that I'll show you guys is right here, is the fact that I misspelled "saved love."
It is save it live.
Save live. So instead of save love, it says save live. Okay. You now go back to all. It still doesn't show it. In images, nothing that I can recognize from the webpage. If I wanted to see, and actually it changed it. It changed it itself. So if I wanted to see if this website has ever been live on the internet, the one thing that I want to do is the following, okay? Because you always want to, just when you're trying to give an advice to a customer or a client, you want to have some context to see where they're coming from, because it could have been that they started working on this project 3 years ago. That's a great piece of knowledge, especially for somebody that is helping somebody build a presence online. So let's do way back machine, and it'll take you to this archive.org, okay? And you click there and you go to savedlove.com. And this is going to either show you the website, if it has ever been indexed. And look at this. In 2013, this website was up. So why don't we go back to 2013?
And it says 284 billion pages. My God.
All right. But the point is, I want you guys to see that these are tools that you can utilize to help your customer. So you can see, okay, this customer has been trying to get a web page up for as long as 2013. You know, that gives you a piece of conversation. Remember, I'm not trying to show you how to do this. I'm trying to show you how to help your customer properly. So let's go to 2013, and let's see what we got. All right. I don't see any pictures, so let's go back. I see some content there, and let's see 2015 as well. There seems to be some content there in 2015. Let's see. Typically, we'll have something here or actually 2014 most likely. Here we go. On this date, it was cached by this specific website, Saved Love, and it gives you a good idea of what it was, and some of the photos no longer there, and so you can navigate a little bit into what it had back then, state of singleness, and so you can kind of see where the client was going with this website back in 2013, 2014, and that would give you guys a great conversation tool as well. Yeah. All right, well, class, thank you today for
webarchive.org.
Yeah, archives.org is the website that is showing you the index websites, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that is today's class. I think that we cover a good portion of the experience on WordPress and how to effectively navigate through it and make some changes on pages, and as well how to add pages. So if you guys today's homework, tomorrow you guys will have homework, so look at your check out your calendar tomorrow and look at your homework, and it'll show you exactly what we are looking to do and accomplish in the next few days. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining the live broadcast that we had today, and for everybody that is tuning into this series, thank you for tuning in, and we're very thankful and glad that you are forming part of the viewing experience. Have a wonderful evening, day, or night, whatever it is at this moment. Take care.
Thank you.